Let's find the cube of sine theta using complex variables. Recall that sine of theta can be expressed as e to the I theta minus e to the negative I theta divided by 2I. We can begin by cubing both sides to get sine cubed of theta equals e to the I theta minus e to the negative I theta over 2I, the whole quantity cubed. On the right, we distribute 3 to the top and bottom to get e to the I theta minus e to the negative I theta quantity cubed. In the denominator, we have 2I quantity cubed. On the bottom, we distribute the 3 to get e to the I theta minus e to the negative I theta quantity cubed over 2 cubed times I cubed. We expand the numerator to get the expression e to the I theta cubed minus 3 times e to the I theta squared times e to the negative I theta plus 3 e to the I theta times e to the negative I theta squared minus e to the negative I theta cubed. In the denominator, we get 8I squared times I. We can now write e to the 3I theta minus 3 times e to the 2I theta times e to the negative I theta plus 3 times e to the I theta times e to the negative 2I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta over 8 times negative 1 times I. We can now combine exponents to get e to the 3I theta minus 3 times e to the 2I theta minus I theta plus 3 e to the I theta minus 2I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta. In the denominator, we get negative 8I. We get e to the 3I theta minus 3 e to the I theta plus 3 e to the negative I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta over negative 8I. We can group the terms with I theta to get negative 3 e to the I theta plus 3 e to the negative I theta plus e to the 3I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta over negative 8I. We now split this into two fractions to get minus 3 e to the I theta plus 3 times e to the negative I theta over its own copy of negative 8I plus e to the 3I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta over negative 8I. We need two fractions to get back to sine theta. Now we factor minus 3 from the numerator to get negative 3 times e to the I theta minus e to the negative I theta over 4 times 2I. We need to write it this way so we can see how to get back to the sine function. The second fraction is now rewritten as negative e to the 3I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta over 4 times 2I. Again, we need to separate the 8I into 4 times 2I. Now we write negative 3 over negative 4 times e to the I theta minus e to the negative I theta over 2I. We follow with negative 1/4 times e to the 3I theta minus e to the negative 3I theta over 2I. This leaves us with 3/4 times sine of theta minus 1/4 times sine of 3 theta.